In 1692, fear spread through a small, rural Puritan community. Like an unstoppable plague, it devoured reason, integrity, and morality. No one was safe from the devil's wrath. Neighbors turned against neighbors, friends became enemies, and families were ripped apart as hysteria took hold with a deadly grip. By the time the darkness began to lift, Salem lay in ruins. 20 lives lost, hundreds imprisoned, and a once united community shattered by paranoia and betrayal. This haunting and tragic event was known as the Salem Witch Trials. During January of 1692, in Salem, Massachusetts, Betty Paris, 9, and Abigail Williams, 11, daughter and niece of Reverend Samuel Paris, began experiencing violent fits, screaming, throwing objects, and contorting unnaturally. Soon, other village girls displayed these disturbing symptoms. Doctors, unable to find a medical cause, declared them bewitched. Under pressure, the girls accused Tituba, an enslaved woman, Sarah Good, a beggar, and Sarah Osborne, an elderly outcast. After intense questioning, Tituba confessed, claiming the devil and other witches had forced her to harm the girls. Her vivid description of supernatural encounters fueled mass hysteria and led to more accusations. By May 1692, the situation escalated rapidly. Special courts were established, allowing spectral evidence, testimony based on dreams and visions, making defense impossible. Over the next few months, over 200 people were accused and imprisoned. 19 people were hanged for being witches, and Giles Corey was pressed to death for refusing to plead guilty. 5 others, including 2 infants, died in jail under harsh conditions. By October 1692, accusations had spiraled out of control and the Salem Witch Trials began to unravel. Public opinion was shifting as people started to realize the craziness of the witch hunt. Prominent figures, like Minister Cotton Mather, began to speak out against the use of spectral evidence, calling it unreliable and dangerous. But the final straw came when the unthinkable occurred. The wife of the governor, William Phips, was accused of being a witch. In response, Governor Phips dissolved the court of Oyer and Termina, which had overseen the trials, and replaced it with a new court. This new court banned spectral evidence, causing cases to collapse. In May 1693, Phips pardoned all remaining prisoners, ending the trials. Eventually, the trials were declared unlawful by the government, and in 1711, the colony passed a bill clearing victims and offering financial compensation to their families. Why? Why did the girls start accusing people in the first place? The exact reasons remain debated, but most historians agree that it was likely driven by a combination of factors. The first reason may have been due to medical conditions. Initially, the girls' strange behaviors, such as the convulsions and hallucinations, may have been caused by stress, trauma, or even ergot poisoning caused by eating contaminated grain. Secondly, fear, superstition, and mass hysteria also played a role. Puritans deeply feared the devil and saw witchcraft as a serious threat to their community. This superstition intensified panic, leading ministers and judges to push for more accusations. A vicious cycle emerged that fed upon itself, growing stronger as fear spread, until the hysteria consumed the entire town. Thirdly, a desire for attention and power likely had an impact. Living in a strict Puritan society, the girls had little power or voice. Accusing others may have given the girls a level of attention and control. Lastly, personal grudges and revenge also probably fueled some accusations. Salem Village was deeply divided by economic disputes, land rivalries, and personal grudges. The accusations allowed some people to settle scores or target those they disliked. In the end, the Salem Witch Trials serve as a powerful cautionary tale. A tale that highlights the dangers of superstition, irrational fear, and mass hysteria